All right, I think I found it. This is the house. Wait till you see where this is located and what you've got here. This is what people have been asking me for, okay? A brand new house, okay? But it's in a rural area, okay? We're not in one of those big master plan communities, you know, so you don't have all those fees. In fact, this one here, there's no HOA here either. All right, hey, this show here is Florida Home Showdown. This is where I compare a new home up here in North Florida versus used homes in other parts of the state to show you that it's a better value to get a new home in North Florida than a used home someplace else in Florida. And this is really particularly, you know, important for people that are moving into Florida from out of state. You see all the glitz about Miami, Orlando, Tampa, but you got to look up here in this Jacksonville metro. But this particular one that where we're at now is the new home is in a rural area, so it's in the southernmost part of the Jacksonville metro. But I compare it just like Amazon does, where they compare different products. I compare two houses, a used house for sale, a used house that's sold in another area, and then also this new house here. We'll go over the price of the house, look over the square footages, the price per square foot. I look over the tax millage rates to see what your tax is going to be, if there's any HOA or CDD fees, and if CDD is a new term for you, I'll explain it to you a little bit later. And we put all that information together in these charts, and you can compare, and then you can decide which is the best value. I think you're going to see that the new home in North Florida is the better value. So right now, let me just take you and show you where this is located here in Florida. Okay, we're in Melrose, and then also how far it is to different things like the beach and the stores and things like that, because a lot of people get nervous when I say rural areas. All right, let's take a look at the maps right now. Okay, as you look here, you can see that where we're located in reference to Jacksonville, Gainesville, and Orlando. Okay, and you can see that you are closer to the Gainesville area, but Jacksonville is your biggest metro, and we're definitely closer to the Jacksonville metro, okay? Now, to get to other places, everyone's interested in how far is it to the beach? So here we are to the beach, it's about an hour, okay? Now, that's plenty of time to get to the beach, have a good time, and then still get home, okay? And all in one day. Second is, where's fire rescue? Well, as you see here, it's only 5 minutes away. Now that's you driving. If they're driving in an emergency, believe me, it'll be half the time. Okay, next is Gainesville. Gainesville's about 30 minutes away. Now, Gainesville, of course, is where you have the University of Florida. Now, the second thing is you've got Palatka, okay? So Palatka is about 26 miles, so it's like in between, you know, Palatka and Gainesville, but I do prefer Palatka. So now Palatka will have, what I like about Palatka, it's a smaller town, easy to get around. It has everything you need there. You got your Home Depot, got your Lowe's, you've got your Walmart, you got your public supermarkets, okay? Winn-Dixie for those that choose that, but it's a river town. So they got all kinds of things going on, events that go on in Palatka, okay? And then also they got a historic downtown area too. So it's really a nice town to be close enough to if you need to. All right, next thing is Jacksonville, of course. You know, people that need to get to Jacksonville. As you can see, you're about an hour and 15 minutes. Now, if you're on the south side, you could be a little bit less. You're going towards the north side or the airport, it is going to be a little bit more getting to there. But the thing is, you want to live in a rural area. You don't want to live in the big city. That's what this is all about. All right, now let me tell you a little bit about this house. First of all, the size of it, it's 1,482 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Of course, has a 2-car garage, and it sits on a ½ acre. That's right, a ½ acre lot. Brand new house, everything's new. Comes with all your kitchen appliances, and we're going to get to all that inside. But this is what makes it special, okay? First, it's in a development here. Well, it's a community called Swan's Nest, okay? Now, there's no HOA fees, no CDD fees, and if CDD's not a term you're familiar with, I'll explain it a little bit later. But you also have access to a lake. That's right, okay? There is deeded access to get to this lake. And you go down this little path, and then right there's where the lake is, okay? And so that also makes it nice, okay? And again, no extra fees, no extra fee to get access to the lake, anything like that. Now, One of the biggest complaints about new homes is they're too crowded, too close together, okay? Well, I'm gonna show you that here. We're gonna look at that just in a minute here. Something else, it's not by one of the big national builders. It's a local builder. Actually, it's Cody West, and that's who builds the house. And what's nice is these houses are on these like individual lots. We call them the standalones. And then you can get something like that. So sometimes they're a lot that was left in a more mature neighborhood. So you got trees and stuff. And this is a beautiful neighborhood to go take a walk in on a night like this. Well, it's still, the sun's still out, but it's a beautiful time. And you've got these mature trees and everything, and then wait till you see the backyard here. All right, so here, let me just show you around the outside of the house real quick, and then we'll head inside. All right, here's the driveway as we pull up to the 2-car garage, as you can see right here. And let's start off here on this side, because I want to talk about something. When you're talking about out in the rural area you want to be, well, usually you have well and septic, and so there we go. There's our well. Okay, you're going to have a 4-inch submersible well. And then over here is your bladder, and that creates your pressure to give you the water inside the house, in case a lot of you aren't familiar with that. And over here, there you got the air conditioning unit. Now here I want to show you, okay, this is it. This is between your neighbors, okay? So this is your house, okay? And then the neighbors, of course, right there, the White House. But look at that. Look at the space you've got, okay? Not only that, look at the trees, okay, that are in the back there. All right, now let's take a look at the other. Of course, they've landscaped it and got some mulch here out front. As we go around, we can see here into the front where I was standing, of course, the irrigation systems. And as we go around, they've got it landscaped all around the house here. And we'll go look on the other side. Now, check this out, okay? Here's your other side of the house, okay, what the house looks like, okay, with the trees there. Now, look at the space between your neighbor's house and you here. See? You just don't find those in these other developments, okay? It's when you get these standalone new homes, that's where you find these kind of houses and on these kind of lots. And now you can really see what it's like, being on a half acre. All right, hey, before we go inside the house, let me just check out this porch here, okay? You've got this nice covered porch area, so you got plenty of room right here next to you where you could put some chairs and all, and then just sit out here and look at the front yard as people wave to people as they're walking the neighborhood during the day. It's great, it feels really good. You could even put a swing out here if you wanted to, but I've just put some chairs and a table and just enjoy it. All right, now let's head inside. Wow. Oh man, what a surprise when you come inside. The view is unbelievable. Well, first of all, so I get a better look at this view, let's see here. Oh my gosh. First thing, notice, okay, these beautiful wood look floors, but then it leads to through the room. You see the outside, you got 3 large windows. And then you got 2 windows on the side and then the glass doors. But what you're looking at this almost like it's like a preserve area. There's this pond out there that you're looking at from your back, from the window, and it just looks beautiful. And speaking of something that looks nice, this door, I love this glass here. Now some people don't like with the door, so you can always put a cover if you don't like glass, but look how nice that looks coming out. It almost looks like a picture, it's so beautiful there. And then you just notice also the tray ceiling in the living room area. There's so much room. There's a door here off to the side that leads to the laundry room, which we'll check out in a second. But right off here to my left is like a little hallway. It's pretty neat, and we're going to cover that because that's where 2 of the bedrooms and a bath are, and then the master's on the other side. But I'm just amazed at how open and I mean just warm and welcoming this house is. And of course you walk into this foyer area, which I love, instead of just walking into the living room. So let's start to explore this house. All right, let's go check out. We're going to check out the laundry room first, and we'll lead to the garage. And no, your eyes aren't playing tricks on you. I did have a wardrobe change. It was hot and muggy outside. I had to get out of that shirt and get into something clean and comfortable, okay? So let's check out this laundry room and the garage. Okay, as you can see, this same flooring goes all through the house here and right into the laundry room. And there's where you got your spaces for your full-size washer and dryer, which is nice. And then right here, well, right here we've got extra storage. We've got a closet right here, and there's your shelves for some extra storage. And then we'll go take a look here into the garage. All right, here we got a 2-car garage, and you can see, good size. There's your water heater, and something I want to point out, okay? A lot of people don't even think about this, but there's your air handler, okay? My own home, I have the air handler in the garage. It makes such a difference as far as the sound inside the house. Like when those air handlers are in a closet in the house, you're going to hear them. I mean, because they're big. They got to pump out a lot of air throughout the house. When it's in the garage, you don't hear that. Everything's insulated, so you're fine. It's not going to overheat. But that, I really like that, and that's what this house has. You don't see that all the time. All right, go back into the laundry room, and then we'll head back out. All right, now we'll go, now that we're out of the laundry room, let's close that, turn that off. Let's check out the hallway and those bedrooms and the bath on the other side of the house here first. Okay, here in the back of the hallway, you've got the 2 bedrooms on the side and then the bathroom. But a couple of things I want to point out first before we look at the bedrooms and all, is you got this nice window right here in the hallway. Lets in, during the daytime, lets in all this nice natural light, okay, through here. Now at night, when you need a little bit more, then you've got 2 lights in the hallway up here to give you plenty of light. All right, now let's check out these rooms. All right, so let's take a walk through these bedroom areas, and there's the hallway there. Here's the 3 doors. I really like how this is configured here like this. Okay, this is nice. All right, let's check out this door here first. That leads us to bedroom number 1. All right, so as we take a look, we notice the flooring flows through it. Also notice that you've got, you know, the tall baseboards, which I like. We've got the window here, looks off to the side, and that's a nice view. Nice oak tree hanging over. I like that. Notice the closet doors. I like these two solid doors like this instead of those bifold. There's your closet area there. Yeah, those bifold doors, they always fall off their tracks and all. This here is a little more stable. Okay, and before we go out to the next one, I want to show you something. You got a ceiling fan in this bedroom, okay? Now, a lot of new homes, they don't put those ceiling fans only in the master for whatever reason, but this one here, you know, Cody West put a ceiling fan in the bedroom. Let's see if this one has it too. As we go in, first thing we'll look. Yes, we do. We got a ceiling fan here, so I'm sure we'll have one in the master when we go check it out. The nice baseboards again. Now this here has the window that goes out to look into the front yard. Now check this out, okay? All right, you never know who your neighbors are gonna be, okay? You can't pick them, that's who they are, but look at this, where this house sits. Isn't that a nice looking house across the street? And then also over there also, I mean, forget about the dumpster. That's the dumpster from the construction debris. It will be removed when you move in. But it's nice to look at that, a nice lush lawn, okay? We've had plenty of rain after we had the storm come through. Also here, you've got the double closet doors, just like the other. And see, there's your closet. And again, I love those better than the bifold doors. All right, let's walk on out here and go check out the bathroom, which will be behind this door right here. Okay, as you see, the same flooring flows in. All the wet spots have the same floor throughout. You've got your tub and shower combination here, and the toilet right off to the side. And then here you've got your nice vanity, also with the mirror and the lights overhead. And this is a beautiful vanity, beautiful countertop there on it. It actually, once you see it, it's going to match the kitchen. When we get to the kitchen, you'll see. All right, let's head back out here. Oops, hold on. Roll back. We got another door. There's closet space, okay? Yeah, I know. Everyone likes to have closet space. So there you go. You got the shelving. All right. All right, now we can head on out. All right, I think what I'll do now is take a look at this kitchen because everyone wants to see what those kitchens are like. Hey, before I do that, let me tell you how I'm filming this, okay? I'm filming this with a 1-on-1 lens I'm not distorting it. A lot of times photography, you see it when they shoot photos of houses, they use wide angle lens to get everything in, but that kind of distorts things. Sometimes the door looks like you could fit a car through it, you know? And so it does give a little distortion. I don't do that. I use 1-on-1. I don't use a wide angle lens when I'm doing the videotape. I want you to get the feel of what it really is, and I'll just pan around if I can't fit it all in one shot. Now, sometimes you will see it may look like, okay, lines, you know, walls might be a little in or out like that. That has to do with the angle I am with the lens, the height of the camera, where it's at, where it's sitting and all that. I'm not going to get that technical, you know, about that, because I just want to show you the house, what it really looks like. All right, so let's start off with this kitchen now. All right, something that surprised me when I looked at this kitchen when I walked in here was how big the island is, the kitchen area, based on the size of the house, the square footage. Usually in homes that are like about 1,500 square feet, you don't see this much, okay? I mean, they still have nice kitchens, they'll still have everyone has the island now, but this really has a lot of counterspring. First, let's talk about the island. And also, well, let's just talk about what's on the island. It's this quartz. Now, you're gonna see a lot of homes, new homes, when they got quartz, it's that solid white. Okay, it has that little like, that pearl looking like look to it with the lights and everything. Yeah, it looks pretty. I love this, okay? Just like when you're looking at granite countertops, that instead of just the same pattern, they have that hodgepodge. It looks natural with the rock and everything. Look at this, look at the patterns in this, all through here. It's all broken up. And what's really nice is that the pattern that they used for this is, you know, really complements with these gray cabinets, okay? All right, let's get back to the island. All right, the quartz countertop, you've got a double sink right in the middle, which is nice. Something that's really nice, I'm sitting here, you know, you got a nice view looking outside the windows and all that, but I love the way this island wraps around like this. You've got plenty of room. You could put bar stools out there, you know, other kind of high chairs and stuff like that. So you got extra room for people to eat if they want. Of course, you know me, you watch my videos enough. What do I love about islands? Because you can turn them into a buffet. That's right. The dining room is right off to our side right here. Okay, so when you're serving dinner and all that, you can just serve it out here, put the food out here, and everyone comes and self-serves and goes, sits down, and then they eat and talk. The worst thing is, oh my gosh, is passing the food around. I'm like, can you pass this? Hey, I never get a chance to eat because I'm passing stuff all night long. So I love the buffet. Plus also, you've got behind it here, you've got extra cabinets, and then you've got the dishwasher here. All right, now, you know, you can see here how many cabinets you got. And like I said, I love these gray cabinets, how they complement this beautiful quartz with the pattern in it, the quartz pattern. Oh my gosh, I can barely stay up. Here we've got these beautiful Samsung appliances, all matching appliances with your oven, range, your microwave, and your beautiful refrigerator, the 3-door refrigerator. I love it. All Samsung, good. I love the Samsung brand. Also, the ventilation, as you can see, it does vent out through the outside, which is a big plus. Not all houses do that. You know, it's not a real big deal to some, but some people it is. But if it is to you, then this one has it. So you've got all this room, these cabinets, these quartz countertops, absolutely gorgeous. All right, well, you know, there's so much to talk about this house. I love, especially its kitchen. I really do like the kitchen, and I don't even cook. But I forgot, there's these lights that hang over. I mean, this is beautiful. I love the accent of having these lights hanging down from the ceiling, and they're nice looking lights. All right, now let's check out the living room area, all right? All right, a nice, open, roomy living room area. I mean, you can configure it however you want with the couches and whatever, you know. Right behind me here, you've got the The door to the master bedroom, that's right, that's what that is. But as you pan around, you got a nice large wall here. Of course, you got these 3 beautiful windows looking out there. The 2 windows over here where the dining room is, dining room area, and then the 2 glass doors that lead out to the covered patio. Also, what's really nice is this tray ceiling and the large ceiling fan in the middle, and then you've got the lights that are also in the ceiling within the tray ceiling over by the ceiling fans. Really, a really nice setup. I really like it. Like I said, remember the house is just under 1,500 square feet, but you've got all this. It really they really did a nice job of designing the space on this. All right, now let's check out the master bedroom. Well, as you come in, you notice how nice and open it is also. Plus, you've got 4 windows. You've got the 2 windows that are overlooking the backyard and the pond area in the back, and then you got 2 windows on the side, okay? So, you know, you can configure it how you want to where you'd want to put the TV, you know, the big screen TV on the big wall or the wall between the windows, whatever you want. Plus, also, you notice you've got the nice, you know, vinyl flooring coming throughout it also. And yes, there is a ceiling fan in here, of course. So every bedroom has a ceiling fan. I just think that's a nice touch. All right, as we look over here, we've got this door here, and this one will be your walk-in closet. And as you see, the nice flooring goes into the closet, a nice overhead light, nice size overhead light, and these nice 9-foot ceilings. You got your shelvings and all there, and racks to hang on, and then also over here on this side too. Okay. Then as we come out of the closet over here, this will lead us into the master bath. Now as we go into the master bath, this is the one place you see the change in the floor to where they use this tile. It really looks pretty in here. It really looks nice, and it complements also the tile right there you see in the shower. So speaking of that, let's just take a look at that shower first. You've got a nice walk-in shower, nice glass door. Really nice. I love the walls, how that goes all the way up. Nice light at the top, the shower, a couple of shelves. That's nice. That really is a nice looking shower. Okay, then as we come out of the shower, we got the nice vanity right here. You see the beautiful cabinets. Again, they use that gray like they did in the kitchen, and the beautiful countertops just like in the kitchen. I love this, how they've matched it throughout the house. Then you got a nice large mirror, and then your overhead lights. And this also has a separate room there for the toilet area, which I like. So I like it when they have their own closed-in spot for the toilet. That just makes it a little bit nicer. And that's your master bath. Okay, as we come out of the master bedroom, let's head through here and let's go out to the patio area and check it out. Okay, as we head on out to get towards the porch, there's those triple windows with that beautiful view of the pond out there in the back and the trees. And then also, here's your dining room area. There's your overhead light for the dining room table, and then the double windows also looking out from there, and then the double glass doors leading out to the patio. All right, let's check it out. Ah, it's nice being outside. Yeah, I mean, I do like the air conditioning, but I do like it outside too. And I love these double glass doors, and then you can see through here, you know, how pretty it looks inside the house when you see the lights on in the house. Nice tall ceilings out here. You got an overhead light, you know, concrete pad here, all covered. Now it isn't screened in, and I like it like that because I don't like it screened in. I just use some thermocells to keep the mosquitoes away. You put a couple on each side and you're good. You can set up, you got plenty of room out here to set up your chairs, a table, put one of those gas fire pits, it would be great. And then of course your view, once you're sitting here, just your view looking out over towards the pond and the trees, and then you just see the birds come in and all, listen to the crickets at night. Probably hear the frogs at night too, especially after the rain. I mean, this is really nice. This is like living on vacation. And here's just a look of your backyard, what your backyard looks like, what you're going to see. Love seeing those trees. It's real nice. And as you can hear, you start to hear the bugs, you know, at night. That means it's warm. And here's just to give you a view of what the back of the house looks like. You see, and then there's your patio area there. That's nice. And you're up on a little hill. Okay, you got a slope down that comes on down to the area here where there's the pond. There's a better view of the pond. Okay. That's nice. All right, something now, you've got this pond behind you, you got water, but we're elevated up as you saw when I showed you the back of the house. Something that's important, okay? And now because monthly payments are everything, okay? And with insurance and taxes and all that, you try to whittle it down. So something you don't want to have to pay is flood insurance if you don't have to, okay? This is in a zone X. That means that pretty much all the lenders and all will not require the flood insurance, you know, when financing this house. There might be one that will somewhere, so I don't say 100%, but for the most part, a flood zone X, it isn't required. All right, now let's take a look at homes that are the used homes to compare, and we're looking this time, this here is Brandon, Florida, which is over in the Tampa area, so we're comparing with Tampa used homes. Okay, here we're looking at now. Just to let you know, I'm pulling these off of Zillow. Anybody can find these. It's all public information. I'm not sharing anything that's proprietary or private information. Okay, now this house here, located here at 320 Craft Road, is listed for $444,900. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 1,496 square feet. Okay, that comes out to like about $297 a square foot, you see there. And also you see that it's on just under a half an acre. I'm just going to real quickly just scroll through these photos so that you can see. It has the carport, no garage. There's your half acre or just under. Okay. And then it looks like the inside here that they've remodeled it. Okay, definitely doesn't look as old as the home is, you know. You got your typical 8-foot ceilings, it looks like. But I mean, overall, the house looks clean, just ideas of the kitchen. And of course, if you wanted to look at this a little bit more, you could also pause this video. But I just wanted to get through this, okay? Okay, now we put that into our Excel comparison chart. All right, right here, the used home for sale, right there. We got the address. Over here on the side is where we put in all the stats. So this one here, the price, $444,900. It's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, no garage, 1,496 square feet. Price per square foot comes out to about $297, just under half an acre. Tax millage over there for that area is 17.3902, no CDD, no HOA, and I'm going to explain the CDDs in a moment after we complete these charts. So your tax is based on the millage, and that price, if you bought it for that selling price, would be $7,737 a year. Okay, now I know everyone says, well, Tom, people don't always pay the asking price. Well, you're showing that. Show us something sold. And so you are correct. Most people don't pay that price. And so here I picked out a sold in that neighborhood. Now, all there was the one. I would just go 90 days back if I can find something. Because some neighborhoods, you know, they don't have a lot of sales. So this was the only one that sold there within the 90 days back. This one here, too, you see there in Brandon at 112 Barkfield Street. It's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,206 square feet. So this is a bigger house. So you got some more room there, okay? This one sold for $450,000. Now, this one does have a pool, but because it's sold, a lot of times you don't get the photos because they delete the photos of the interior of the house. So all we have is one exterior photo, and then that other one is a street view right here showing from Google Streets, okay? So of what that house looks. So that's the front of your house, okay? And you see it has a 2-car garage. Okay, so we put that sold house into our Excel sheet here. Over here, we look at the stats. That one's $450,000, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2-car garage, $2,206 for the square footage. Comes out to $209 square foot, but the acreage is a lot less, so you're less than a third of an acre, okay? So 0.29. Tax millage is the same as the other, no CDD, no HOA. Your taxes on this, if it's calculated at the sold price of $450, would be $7,826 a year. All right, so now let's put in the new house that we just looked at, okay? Now, this here is at 143 Swan's Nest Circle in Melrose, Florida. And we look at the chart over here on the side. This one was selling for $349,000, 3.2, two-car garage, 1,482 square feet. Comes out to about $235 a square foot, and it's on a half acre. Tax millage on this is lower at 16.3534. No CDD, no HOA, and the list price. I mean, the taxes on this, if you taxes were paid on that purchase price of $349 would be $5,707 a year. Okay, so what do we got to compare here? All right, now let's look at that pool home, which has, okay, it does have more square footage, it has less space, so it depends on what you want. You know, if you want a bigger backyard. Now, it's $100,000 less, the new home, plus everything's new. Everything's under warranty, all brand new. Now this, of course, is a rural area. Now you do have the pond view and all that, but you could put in a pool, okay, and bring it up and still have everything. But then look at that, the taxes, your tax rate. You're paying over $2,000 more a year to live there in Tampa, okay, in that neighborhood that we picked. So you have to decide for yourself, okay, what is worth it? I think the new one's a better value when I'm getting a brand new home where I've got more acreage and all that. Some people may want a pool, some people may not, you know, whatever, you know, but you've got room to build a pool, you know, when it's $100,000 left. If you don't want the pool, then you just pocket the extra money. All right, what are CDD fees? Well, I use this site of a builder, Highland Homes, and I think they're in Orlando or something like that. They're not around here. But I like the way they explain the CDD. Right there, CDD stands for Community Development District, okay? And what this does is the counties, put these together. Well, in Florida, they got it so that these new developments were springing up all over the place. So they need a lot of infrastructure. Some of them put these amenity centers with these pools and all this stuff. So all that is a great expense, right? So instead of passing on that expense to the homeowners of that county, okay, the buyers in the development are the ones that get the burden of that. And this CDD is it's a government entity, but it's not an incorporated city. But you can think of it kind of like that because it does have elected officials that run this. Now, they use a bond to pay for all this. Now, when that bond is paid off, then that part of the CDD drops. The other part of the CDD that does not drop is the maintenance for taking care of all that infrastructure and those amenity centers. Okay, and this is put on your taxes. It is an assessment on the taxes, and it will show up on the taxes. And those CDD fees can range anywhere from like I've seen $1,200 to $2,800, depending on the area. A lot of them go by the value of the house, and usually the HOA fees when you have a CDD fee are smaller, and vice versa. If there's not a CDD fee but there's an amenity center, then the HOA fees are generally more to pay for that. So you're paying for that amenity center. It's not free. All right, now that you've seen the comparison and see what a value this is for what you got where you live out here, I mean, just listen. Isn't that great? Okay, and then at night, you're going to see star-filled nights. Maybe not tonight because of the clouds, because we still got rain coming in from that storm that went through. But on clear nights, you're going to see beautiful moonlit nights, starlit nights. It's great. So now you got yourself one question you got to ask you. Could you see yourself living here instead of me?